I think we
on
are
schedule.
we should do policy. We are not agree on what you need to.
Yeah. So,
So
anyways,
let's
do you
make
want
it a topic so that we get organized. Because I think
Yes, it's
having other octans is good. So we just make it a proper topic and
I
get
put it
that.
there. Topic two. Is it now, Jay? I would like to understand. Are we not going to affect the in Spanish? Maybe you have something for them, because we also consider them as well.
there's always something for everyone. I don't know what you mean. Like there's always something. Mainly
I
Spanish team,
mean,
Let's make
now.
proposal. Jay said if we can make it, let's make it. Let's go on.
Spanish team wants to work on payroll. That's what they're working on.
Okay,
So
I
they
put
need
them.
help
So
with
can't
getting
they work
payroll.
on payroll already on their own?
Well, eventually they're gonna need
I'm
some
sure by
training.
How
for
many
how
minutes? I put
they
it
have been
there.
there for how. Oh Jesus!
I already put the topic.
The person that we trained to do the payroll quit.
That was,
I think it's almost a more than a month that he quitted, as I've been hearing.
I know, and we haven't done any training on payroll yet.
Ask them to speak English and can let me train them. Let's move ahead.
Are you sure they can speak English? Wait, I don't. Sorry.
Max he speak English actually.
Yes, yes, I've spoken with Marzi before. He speak
Yeah.
English. Though.
Because
It's
there are
true.
some things that Jay cannot be training people on.
So, anyways, are we doing a
Yeah,
topic
people
or are
like
we
that they can
putting
schedule
up
with
some
us. Those who
questions?
can manage the English, we train them. Yeah,
Mm. Overall
let's
issues.
do
Are
topic J.
you?
But
Do you
those
have
I'm
an
saying is those
agreement?
are
Okay, we can
So
split.
you mean
no
their own
objection.
We can
payroll,
split.
right?
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
Yes.
split now. Okay.
Anyways, it's not a big deal. They're working on the payroll on their own right now. We just need to keep. They need some support on it. So, anyways, do we want to just do this topic real quick? I think it'll be
Yes,
pretty
yes,
fast.
yes. Let's do quick
Yes.
so that they can find time together.
Okay.
All right. So, is there objections to topic two?
No problem.
No objection from me.
And then I'm creating the tab. Mamoon, remember to do policy training, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Policy training for posting
You,
it before you do. I mean, I don't know what was the
no, not
policy
before
training
I
for.
do.
For what? For
You
working like a robot without communicating.
perfect.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sorry.
Hey, robot. Okay.
No.
Eh?
Done with the topic.
What is the meaning of this?
Done creating the top. Jay, can you
Uh,
put the proposals?
Please, my machine is misbehaving. I might be kicked out because the thing has freeze. If I kick out, if I'm not more than that, but I'll come back.
Okay, no problem.
No tap, no tap
I
is
don't.
opening.
Oh, here it is.
But
Two
I'm
topics.
getting you guys.
Okay.
All right. So the problem is that we have, for example, 9 people in, um, Andromeda, and no other scheduled octant. And we also have issues with communications and training that we just are not getting the training completed. We also have issues with basically double teams and not breaking up to do work, right? So that's also a major problem, both in Spanish and English. So what we do have, so we started doing the co-op 2.0. So co-op 2.0 is going to allow us to have pay stops and more project management. But basically, right now, this, I guess to try to explain it, it's basically like, before all the rights were in the workers, right? The workers have all the rights. So with co-op 2.0, we are reducing reducing the rights for workers a little bit with the pay stops for those in Co-op 2.0. So this proposal is basically like continuation of that concept of reducing the rights for workers. And so this new proposal is about having workers wait, right? So basically that, proposal that the organization can require workers to wait. So as an example, for example, for our TVA, we simply don't need 9 workers for Andromeda. Guess how many workers we need for our TVA and doing work during Andromeda? 1. Right? So if we are in a budget situation and we don't have money anymore, we don't need to be paying 9 people to do nothing or to do something that one person should be able to do. Right? So the concept would be, whether through rankings or through other methods, if we have 5, 10 new recruits, right? So if we have 5 to 10 new recruits, we are only required to train one single person, right? So the idea that everybody has to have training all at the same time, all on everything, it's just not realistic, right? So the idea would be, okay, maybe just we would only have to train one single person instead of 5 to 10 people all at the same time, because it's just impossible to do that, and it's not actually helping us as an organization. And then the last component is kind of like on the structural side, where basically if we are doing recordings and actually getting the training happening with even a single person, if we can get one person to do the work, then they should be able to train others. So the idea would be that you have the executive, and the executive might be training and working with like a supervisor or like a manager, and then the manager and supervisor would be responsible for doing the training with all of the workers, right? So that could be part of our structure, where as an executive, maybe I'm just training like 1 or 2 people, so which is much more easier to communicate and collaborate and have understanding and actually get things achieved with the people who are the most capable, most able to do it. So then they can actually be working with everybody else and all the other workers, and then we'd just be able to get more work done, and it'd be better for the organization. So anyways, I don't know if we're going to approve this or what's going to happen, but the point is that we need to be looking at major solutions, because what we're doing now is just not working. And so with Co-op 2.0, I think that we took a step in the right direction, but there's still something missing in terms of actually getting the work and focusing and doing training and all that, which is too much chaos. Like there's always like having 9 people all wanting something simultaneously and everybody having a right to be able to get whatever they want to is just creating chaos everywhere, right? So the idea is to limit involvement, and that it's okay for workers to have to wait. That basically we can't help everybody at the same time. So in that same light, it also creates a problem, because so basically if the executive and organization cannot meet basic life needs, then we have a right to ignore and force workers to wait. Like the workers don't have a right to endless training if we can't even pay our own bills, right? And so in that same concept is if executives and or do have basic life needs met, then they are required to support the workers and everyone, right? So So we need some sort of like um, clear policy that outlines the rights when people do have needs met to rights when they're not having their needs met. So for example, if I'm walking down the street and there's someone who's homeless or begging for food and they don't have any money and they don't have any food, I can't just magically help every single person that's on the street that needs food, right? It's just impossible to do that. And it's not helpful for us to be forced to help every single person because then we just fall as well and then we can't help anybody, right? So for me, that's the same thing that's kind of happening here is that we have, 10, 15 people in the organization. We know we're out of money. We know everything needs to like be reduced, but everybody has a right to everything. So the idea is, okay, if we're not able to meet our needs, then everyone shouldn't have a right to everything. We should be able to limit and say, okay, we're just going to train one or two people for now to get things going. And then once we get that going, then we can expand and grow, right? So it creates limits on who and how many people we are required to support, right? And then but we want to make sure there's also a limit on that power as well, that basically if we're making millions of dollars, we have no right to screw over other people, because that's the problem with our society is once someone becomes rich, they don't care about anyone else who doesn't have money, right? So we want to make sure in our policies that if we are going to ignore and like not treat people as human beings, that it's for a specific reason and that it's reversible automatically when we do have the ability to meet our needs. Because we're going into a very difficult time right now where we just don't have as much resources, right? So, anyways, that's the general concept of this particular proposal. It's a very serious proposal, it's a very strong proposal. It specifically reduces the rights of workers and puts more rights in the hands of the organization. The same as Co-op 2.0, so this would be part of Co-op 2.0. The other part of Co-op 2.0 obviously was focusing on the pay stops. So this is focusing on who gets training, right? Who is required to be trained, what kind of rights they have, how do we oversee the schedule, right? Do all 9 workers really have a right to only come in Andromeda and demand full payment, and then basically no one else has to do any work for any other time? So like we just need to have clarity on how to structure and oversee access and the right to training and communications and work and following through with everything. So I don't know exactly what the best thing. I'm not saying that this is a good proposal at all. I'm just saying that this is a major consideration in our current situation where everything's falling apart that would make it more functional. So if we did our ranking, so I think that ranking would be the fairest way
Mm-hmm.
to decide, you know, and that basically you say, okay, here's the ranking. If these people are ranked highest, like let's say the top 2, 3 people, um, they can come to Andromeda. Then someone else needs to come to Cobalt. Someone else needs to, do the training with other people, and the managers can train during Phoenix or something like that. Like so to create more of a structure that where because I can't constantly be everywhere, and neither can anyone else. Right? We need a structure that's functional and that works, and that we have a right for people, especially if I'm only doing training 3 days a week. Okay, I can do training with one person on Mondays, one person on. So that this also would also prioritize individuals over buddy teams, which would be an interesting concept. So I've always thought about, okay, how could you have a 2-person buddy team? And right now it's not really possible. As long as you have 3 people or more, you are required to have a 3-person or a 4-person double team. Like, so it just the organization loses control, and the workers have all the control right now. Because basically, if you want to work with somebody and you're trying to do training with let's say your number 1 worker, the highest ranked worker. And then someone else comes and they distract, they don't allow us to do anything, and so we just and they have all these other needs, and we're trying to train them, and they're not actually getting it. It just makes it very, very difficult to communicate with the person you're trying to communicate with. And then a fourth person comes, and next thing you know, they want to do a double team, and everyone wants to do the double team. And so, anyways, you never get anything moving forward with the worker that actually can do the work. So it's it's a very serious proposal, and we should not just vote on this lightly and deal with it. We should think about it. But I wanted to introduce it because it is coming up, and it's a potential solution to create a much more functional structure where we have a little depth, where it's like, okay, you have executives working with managers, and the managers have priority on training, and then you're training and doing the recordings, and all the other workers can watch the recordings because the managers are required to do the indexing. If the managers don't do the indexing, then they don't get paid because indexing is now required in Co-op 2.0. So the
Yeah.
indexing recordings of the sessions must happen correctly, and then all the workers will have access to those trainings. And so you basically create this much more, in-depth structure of relationships between different types of workers based on ranking and based on ability and based on priority and based on scheduling, so that it's not just a free for all where everybody does anything and whatever they want to all the time, which is basically just kind of chaos, right? So it would create a much more structured system where certain powers would be in certain individuals, and those powers would be transferred and overseen. So, anyways, I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but I think this is a very important concept, and it's very, very new. I've only been thinking about this for like a day or two, but I'm trying to figure out solutions. And I think this actually might help us a lot, and it would also allow us to downsize. So we could say, okay, for the next month, we need to focus on grant writing, and we only need 2 people to do that. So for the next month, we only need 2 workers, and then we get the money, and then we bring in the money, and then we can get everybody else after that, right? But it's like, as an organization, if we need to focus on bringing in some money for a month, and we only need 3 or 4 people to do that, it's not going to help us to have another 10 people who are just constantly nagging about all these other things and not allowing the people who actually can bring in the money, right? Because maybe me and 1 or 2 other people could sit down, figure out how to get the money in the organization, and then we bring in the money, and it might take us a month or so. But if we focus on it really, really in an organized way, and then we're not distracted by 10 other people wanting all these other things, then maybe we'd actually get some work done, and maybe we actually bring in some money and then allow other people to get paid. So anyways, this is just an idea. Let's talk about it more every day and on Thursday as we go along building Co-op 2.0. Remember, Co-op 2.0 is client work, so we can do that. So we need to do the deadlines, and then I think that we need to do this new worker limits, and worker and structure limits. I don't know exactly what to call it, but that's sort of the general concept. So any questions? Otherwise, we can just talk about this more another day, or doing Co-op 2.0 or on Thursday. But I do think it was important to bring this up as soon as possible because it's very serious and people should know that it's being discussed.
I have a question, Jay.
Yes.
So, how many RTVA you think is better for um, a few initial weeks?
I mean, the question is not about that. The question is, how many RTVA sessions have we had for over a year? The answer is 0.
Okay.
That's the problem, right? There should not
Yeah,
be that
that's the problem.
situation. I should be able to schedule with one person who's capable of doing RTVA
Yeah.
with me, and that we have a good relationship, or we do recruitment and find a new person. I don't care. But then I just work with them until we get it all set up, and then maybe we have a backup who is ready to go if that person can't do it. We just need to get one person trained on RTVA and doing it, and then they can train other people how to do it. We can have all the videos and have all the documentations to make sure it happens properly for other people who want to do the training on their own time. Once we have all the indexing and all the videos, it should be very, very easy to both do training and to do RTVA, because in RTVA, you can bring training videos as your self-driven responsibilities. So it just RTVA should be so simple, because as long as you
Yeah.
have work that you can do during the session, then we're good to go. You just can't not have
Also,
anything. That's
Jay,
I
fine.
have a
one,
question.
one, one more question. Let's say someone is going with you for one RTBA session, and is that something that bring us money? If let's say next 4 weeks you got four RTBA session, so
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's like, okay, RTVA session is a question that you have, and that's fine to have questions about RTVA. So RTVA is an issue and is a problem, and we need to talk about all the other issues. There's a whole laundry list of other issues that are coming up, and I actually do have that list here. Here's list of issues. So let me put the list of issues here, and we're gonna need to translate them. But what I'm trying to say is that with RTVA, the executive prioritizes their work. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah.
the executive should not have the power to do everything. The executive only has limited power over their own priorities. What I'm saying is that let's say we have, you know, $500 left, right? We can say that there's $0 for everything else. We have $500 to bring in more money. And this more money, let's say there is um, well, I don't know, grants, investors,
Asset.
whatever we want to spend the money on. But the point is that whatever we want to do, but the point is that as an organization, we can propose to spend this money, this $500, only on one, or two people, right? So if we spend that $500 on the entire organization and everybody's doing a tiny little bit of work, it's just all going to disappear and it's going to be gone, and we're not going to have anything out of that $500. Because that's what happens already. It's like everyone's doing a little thing here and there. No one actually completes anything. It's just internal operations and payments and budgets, and you just don't actually do the work. So if we say, okay, all these people don't have a right to this $500. Let's just give the $500 to one or two people who actually can complete the grants and the income work, get that done, pay them to do that, and then no one else gets the money. And then we need to bring in more money. And then if we're successful bringing in more money, then we can pay everybody else. But the point is that we just don't have money to continue to pay everybody to do a little of everything, but not actually complete all the work. So,
Okay.
so this, if we decide as an organization to spend this money on a few individuals to do this work, this is no longer in control of the executive. It's not an RTVA session. It's an organizational decision to limit the number of people who have access to money, and to say, okay, these people are tasked on behalf of all of the owners to bring in this money and to make this happen. If they can't do it, that's really sucky and it screws everybody over. But then they'll have extra pressure to make sure that it happens and do it correctly. So, but the idea is that as an organization, if we choose to do that, we're empowering the people who then would go ahead and do the work for the pay, right? But it's no longer only an executive thing. The executive can support it or whatever, but it's not RTVA. It's an organizational work session. Maybe it's related to VA work or whatever, but the point is that we would be required to prioritize it separately from RTVA. RTVA is I get to prioritize whatever I want to. But if the organization prioritizes something above RTVA, we have to work on that period because it's been prioritized by the organization. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. But the problem is, Jay, the income. The income, those people, let's say, for example, I actually, let's say Lucy trained Cosmos for RTVA session, and Cosmos did some RTBS session all over the month, and then that $500 should go to Cosmos only or all the team. I
If
mean,
we if we decide to, I mean, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, Mamoon. This is a new policy, it's a new proposal, but the idea is that if we empower one or two people to do something and everyone else has to wait, then the other people who are waiting are assigned to do something else, get paid for something else. They don't get paid
Yeah.
for this. This money would go to the people who are on the team that are supposed to be doing this work. But the point is that who is capable of doing it. So for example, if we're in a group right now, so that we have currently 5 of us, right? And we have, let's say we have $500 left. This is our last $500 to spend, that we want to try to bring in some money so that we can all get paid. Are we all going to propose and say, let's give that $500 to Mamoon and just hope that Mamoon does the grant work and the income work and the actual funds to bring in the money? Would we all have agreement on that? That's the bottom line question. You guys understand?
Oh. Oh. Yeah. 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 Crystal clear.
Because the question is, who is going to do the work? Who is capable of doing the work? Right now, it's just a free for all. Anyone can do whatever the hell they want to. And this proposal is saying that that will no longer be the case. There's no longer free for alls of anyone doing whatever the hell they want to. It's saying like, hey, who is capable of doing this work? Assign that person to do the work, and then that's the work that they need to do for that time until the work gets done in the amount that's assigned for, right? And then if we want to assign them additional work, we can, but the people who are capable of doing the work and getting the assignments should have priority for being scheduled and for getting paid, because they're capable of doing the work based on majority vote, based on the decision of the organization. Right? So the point is that we're running out of money. Well, we're out of money in like a week. And so we need to make major decisions on how we're going to move forward, right? What are we going to do? How are we going to get the work done on behalf of the organization? Because we can't continue to just do whatever.
Yeah. So in this case, how are we going to have our budget if we don't have any money? Or even how are we going to you going to pay for the reimbursement or capital payout? I don't know. Uh,
We're not,
what,
Mamoon, and no one will get paid. That's the whole
yeah.
point. We're out of money, so there's no money to pay anybody anything. Like that's why you got 2 weeks notice. The full moon is the last day of pay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So we are not going to get any payment for next 2 weeks.
No, we have one more week of payment until the well, unless we go on pay stop. So we have an assignment that's due in 1 day and 10 hours, and then we're going 100% pay stop if we don't complete that work.
Oh.
Right? So if you don't want to do any work between now and tomorrow, 1 hour, 10, what is that? That's 34 hours.
Mhm.
Then you're not going to get paid anyways in 34 hours if
Oh.
that work needs to happen. So the whole point is that we need to start getting to work. Do you understand, Mama?
Yeah. The
The
worker.
whole thing in terms
Jay,
of a take and
the work are you asking, Jay, one question, one last question. The work are you asking, um, what should be that work? That should be not the budget work, right? Not the recruitment work. You are asking us to do the work that brings us income, right?
I'm just saying that that is a example of how you could use this proposal, right? If we approve this proposal, Sandra and Ateh and um, Lucy could vote during main session that Moon just can't show up during Andromeda anymore because you're not doing work, and then we could just limit your schedule. And
Hmm.
anybody else who is not actually doing things can just actually focus on the people and do the training with the people who are doing the work. And additionally, that could affect the budget, right? So it's just a different way of scheduling and budgeting things and actually having rules and requirements that limit the power of workers to do whatever they want to.
We are
That is
over
the
into the topic.
proposal. Okay. And as far as
Minute.
anything else goes, that's just an example.
Okay,
Right
okay.
now, we are all assigned to do all the work. We don't do it. You don't do the work, Moon. Neither does anybody else. We're all supposed to have already worked on doing income generation and grants and all these things that have been assigned and paid for, and nobody does it. And it's now we're out of money. So I don't know what you're even asking in terms of like what your point is, that you already had the chance to do the work, you didn't do it. You get it, Mamoon?
Unless we review the topic, we are over 3 minutes over the topic.
Yeah, we can go next topic. I don't know if Jay was finished. So Jay, your last question I didn't ask. What did you say? I missed the chance to do the work, right?
Obviously.
Okay, so when was the time frame? I mean,
The last year. What do you mean when?
okay.
We had a year to do the work, we didn't do it. And we've had 8 months to try to redo it. We didn't do it again. How many times did you schedule on revenue generation, grant writing, in fundraising, anything related to bringing in money? How many times did you schedule over the last 8 months, Mamoon?
Okay. Uh,
That's not an
I
interesting question.
work to to
Are you going to do the policy
uh-huh.
or you review up?
So just two words. I'm going to finish. Yeah, I had a one two, but those works was not deliverable. Jeff.
Anyways, what do we want to do? Should we break up? Should we?
Yes, break up. Cannot continue this way. I think that's we are digesting the proposal. For me, I'm not going to vote now. Let me understand and think if maybe I have other solution or anything to add on the proposal as well. Yes, check. Let whoever is still around, can you break up?
We
Sandra,
can
Yes, I would like
split.
to work on.
I'll go.
I'm still around.
pay stop. Where can we go then work on pay stop?
I'll
Ateh.
go over
Can we
to
split and do the work? I think we are
I'll
done
go
with the
over to
next
my
section.
community group.
Yes, done.
Where did Jay say he's going to, Sandra and Lucy?
Spanish
I think
team.
Jay say he's going to Spanish team also. I don't know.
Spanish.
I thought I heard him slightly. Maybe I'm not sure.
WCG team. So we should agree because when moving here without agreement is not gonna be a policy also. Uh-huh.
I'm joining Jay there.
He's going for Spanish. Ateh.
I think after he went, he will
Is
check back
WCG
to
Spanish?
WCG.
He said
I
on
think he's.
WCG and
I
he said
think he wants to do the two. Maybe just
Spanish.
thinking.
Okay.
Lucy, please, can you
I'll
quickly
just
help
join
me
him
to
there.
review my budget so I
Okay.
can check out?
I thought I need to go to Spanish team to help them. Okay, fine, you can go. He says
To help them, do you speak Spanish?
no, he's the one saying he want to go.
Okay, okay.
Lucy, you don't know Lucy speaks Spanish?
I don't know.
I know now. I know hola. Hola is
I
hello.
I don't have that
I
energy.
used to see your messages on like on Discord. I will be like, Lucy can speak Spanish.
I know hola. Ronboso. Ribos. Ribos. Because it's receipt. Then
It's o-
Remboso is reimbursement. Like
it's okay.
hola is hello. Like
2025, anything that is going to stress my brain, I'm not there.
Me
I'm
too.
focusing on making the money.
okay.
I've always hate stress in my life.
I will not go and I will not go and learn. I will not go and learn since I cut my tongue.
Okay, what we are focusing on what? Are you moving out of this place or what? What are your focus, Mahmoud?
Cosmos, are you there? Cosmos is not here.
Accounting, accounting, accountant.
Okay. I think Ateh will disappear. Maybe they will go and work with Jay.
Lucy,
Mamuna,
please help me to check my stuff.
I
I want to
yes,
check
I to
out.
I checked your.
review my. I don't
Then you
know.
should go where Jay is.
J. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, being
Okay, let me coordinate with him first. Then Lucy,
make a
why
topic.
what I didn't understood is just one question. Then I leave. Um, so we are not going to get any payment from now, right?
I don't understand. You had a chance even to ask Jay. What about now? You are on 1.1.0.
No,
How is your
no, no,
efficiency
no, no, no,
showing?
no. What I'm asking is for the reimbursement. Let's say we have the reimbursement already calculated. So are we going to get that payment or not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Even me, I don't know. We just see. He was saying wait for HR board. You press there. You can follow on also. Kindly
You
take
can
the
ask Jay Mamun.
us.
Feel
Yeah,
That's
free
the
I
to
thing.
already
ask Jay
asked
already.
Sandra. I already asked you. I was not sure what he said. That's why I asked you guys if you guys understood.
Maybe you can message him on Discord.
For me, issue of reimbursement is just gone case. Just want to let focus and see if we can make money for these 2 weeks. Remain not even 2 weeks, few days. I don't know.
So
Let's
uh,
make a
we should uh, pass our budget first, right?
Your budget. My budget is passed.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
I need to review with him and then I need to pass. Okay, okay. Let me
By
see.
the way, I show you to do the potential. You need to schedule
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did not
yeah,
make a proposal. You need to propose proposal Mamoon and J to review on the potential for 1.0 because
okay,
our potential income is different from yours.
yeah.
I think he's on another team group. Why don't you join them to help you? Or you want to? Okay, Sandra, can you put the topic, please, and desired outcome? We need to do as
Okay.
quick as possible.
Okay. All right. I'll just do that. Should be topic 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes. No, I think they've done topic 3. Maybe this. I think they are on topic 4 already. They are still writing it.
Who is writing?
I don't know, but I'm seeing 50% pay stop updating.
Oh, that is perfect. Let them do. You can put because we got paid stuff is coming soon. It is good. Let them focus. We don't have
Okay.
to distract them. That is fine. That is good. When some other people are focusing on it, we don't want to. Especially when somebody is working on pay stuff with Jamie, I don't have problem.
Okay.
It should be. Yeah. Then kindly do topic 4 as much as possible. We need to move
Eh,
forward.
Okay. Okay. I've done it. Should I let me create tab?
No, no, minute. We have not agreement. We need to make a minute, please. We need to
Okay.
put minute. Yes.
Okay. 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 Shouldn't take more than 10 to 15 minutes.
It can take, let's just
You-
say,
Okay, let me say 15 to 24 minutes.
no, 12 to 24. It's always, if you say the 15, it should be 30.
Okay. 12 to 24. I really need to check out how.
Guys, I'm checking out.
Really?
Okay.
Just tell
Just
people
carry
there
on.
on the hangout.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we have an agreement with this topic?
Yes, we have an agreement.
So I create the tab. Are
Yes.
you creating the tab already?
You can create a tab. I think this is their
I
tab.
saw I saw sheet 36. That's what I was.
I don't know. We have sheet 36. Oh, a lot of shit. I don't know who created it.
Eh?
We have sheet 37, 30, and 30.
Which one is conflict though?
I don't know.
Let me
Mamoon is gone again. Okay. This is the
topic.
organization.
Oh,
This is now organization.
he do come for payment, you should know.
Yeah.
If they want to pay, that's when he used to show up. Okay, I've created the tab.
Okay.
So I paste.
I create also another tab. Let me delete it. You edit your tab to show your
Let
budget.
me, no,
You know,
let me delete
don't say
mine.
get budget. I delete
Let
mine.
me.
I
Okay,
already delete mine. Ed put it as a WCG budget review.
okay, okay. Mine
Um,
WCT budget.
Actually, I think, yeah. Let review.
Eh? So I copied the budget, right? I copied the.
Yes, put your budget. Oh,
Sorry for the stress, eh?
no
I
problem.
don't
Put
know.
your budget.
You know, last time Jay helped me to do our potential income
The
last
potential
time.
just put because we'll talk all about it.
Potential base.
No
So
problem.
I copy it to the place. I copy it. Just take a look here. I'm pasting it on line 4. Line 4.
Okay, no problem. Uh-huh. So on line 4,
Eh,
the first thing is the we start with the budget balance. It's the budget balance.
yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem.
That is the most important thing.
Okay. With you.
The budget is not balanced, is balanced, is balanced. That's it. Your budget is not yet balanced. Line check line 30, line you still have red on line 30. You make sure your budget is balanced.
Line 30.
Yeah,
You know,
budget,
the one they allotted to us is 300. So how do
budget.
I do it for it to balance?
For it to it need to be 300. For it to balance, you should play around with you can either you put a lot of money on the investment. You put another
I
one
do,
for buffer. That is a lot.
which which one? Which one, please? Let me be
Online
editing it.
online A line 18, you own like call a column R. That is $63 for investment, and you put time
How
back
much
up.
should I put?
Maybe you can put like 30.
30 for line 18.
Yes.
Okay, how about buffer line 16? Hello?
Yes.
Are you there? Please, how about line
Don't
18?
AMCAS
Line
was
16.
not approved. Wait. I want to respond to something. There was something I told Mamun to during the session, and Mamun did not. Let me check the note I have with the Mamun. Mamun was
Okay.
did not approve AMCAS because I told him to do some other work, and then I don't want to do policies on. I'm checking for the note. Just 1 minute, Sandra.
Okay, no problem. I'll wait.
Mm. I viewed I told Mamun to work on those. I don't know whether he did, or let me just review his budget. Where is Mamun budget? Mamun. I think he put it.
Um, you let me know when you're through.
Mm-hmm. Because when I review yours, I will also be asked if this I follow, so I have to make sure I follow the correct thing. Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His budget balance is still showing no.
What?
His budget is not clear, so let him. I finish with you. Let's continue now with you. Okay.
Okay.
And then now this is his budget. Oh, nuts. Yes. On are you done with the budget? You that is what you can do. You still
Which
on your budget is still Sandra. Let me see.
yeah?
Let me see the your budget actually.
Okay, no.
You are allocated 350, right?
It's 300.
350.
No, it's 300 they gave us.
No. You know why 350? It's just that why I was thinking you guys will separate Kaiser. Oh,
I've removed Kai- I've removed Kaiser from this budget. It's just me and Martins.
you and Martins.
Yes, and HR board.
Then you let's check the alignment. I think alignment was not 300.
I
Let's check
I said it's 300. I've checked it. I can link the note for you.
link so that
It's 300 for co-op 2.0.
let's Let's see. Mm. Just to verify, I don't have problems, Sandra. You
No,
know,
let
then
me just.
when we do
No
this,
problem.
going to be question,
No
question.
problem. Getting the note already.
Yeah, I'm also there. I'm also there. I'm almost there. Good.
So I've linked the note on line 6.
Yeah.
Line 6. Can check.
Sandra and Martin 225.
No, on
This one.
2.0, line 9, option 1. Can you see it?
Uh, let me link this one. Let me see yours. Uh,
The one I link, I'm seeing option 1, Sandra Martins, 300, WCG team, on line
mm,
9.
no, that was not approved. The approved one is on like on allotment. Check allotment.
I'm on alignment already. Topic 3, alignment.
No, that was the budget session. That is wrong. That was the budget main session. Check the note that I
Okay.
gave to you. Actually, even during that budget, we have
Which one? Where did you link the note, please?
I link it on our note on line 10. Check allotment. It is 225.
Okay.
It was 350 if we add the Kaiser. If Kaiser is not there, then it is less
This
than.
one, this one I'm seeing is okay. Uh, Okay, let's continue then while I'm opening it.
Mm, I want to also give the main session.
Because the one I'm seeing here with Kaiser is the 500. Kaiser and Ahmed 500.
What tab are you on?
I'm on that link that I posted on topic 3 alignment.
No,
I mean
no.
the link I posted
Let,
on
let
line
me
6.
let me share the screen. I think that will be easy. The one approved is allotment. Okay. The first one that you see 300, it is the first time where by then Ateh was 250, and then even though it was 300, but we did that was not approved. We have a new. This is our allotment budget. Where is it? Here on our allotment. If you look at the screen, this is where Ateh 200, 225 Sandra and Martins. Then
Okay.
yeah, J is
Okay.
500.
Okay. No problem. We continue.
So now, so the budget should be balanced. Whether I don't know whether
Should be
you do now.
225.
Yeah, I don't know whether
I
you do
should
next.
turn it I should turn it to 225, huh?
Yeah, they should be 225. That is one thing. Identify, balance the budget.
Okay.
The budget 225. Then another thing. I think. Let me check again on your budget. Okay. That's on that is the only balanced budget that we'll work on. Then on last month expectation. Good, you copy the correct.
Please is the budget balanced now?
Can I check my budget?
No, our own, the one that you are helping me to check.
Is not yet balanced. You need
How
to
can I
balance
do?
here. Here you need to put 225. Now
Okay.
you are over budget of 30 $69. So you can decide to play around with here now. Maybe you remove these $20 here. not really a must. You put it on top. If you remove how much you have, you are over budget on for $49.13. So maybe you reduce the work hours
So which one do you
above.
say I should remove?
You can remove. I remove the this one.
Okay.
It's still not balanced. Maybe here you can play around with the hours. Let's say maybe you 2 hours. Let's see if 2.5. How is the budget going to balance?
Okay.
2.5. Then
Okay.
now you see, you check if you are still over budget for $8. You can even minus this reimbursement minus
Or should I
thirty
let me
dollars
put you let me
minus
put
eight
22. Ah,
22 point
22.60 something.
yes
Point
60
sixty
60
six.
6. Let's see. It's
Supposed
supposed to be 18. I don't know, 18 point
to be 21.66.
almost there.
It
Okay,
remained 10.
remove 10.
56.
56. Then
Ah,
perfect. Then now the budget balance. Then now budget balance. You go to your client expectation before agreement. This one. You come here. You put yes balance. So now yes,
wait.
yeah. It's the
Okay.
online I put for you. So now the budget is the budget balance. So now you remain with the criteria. For this one, agreement. Did you this is not yours actually. This is yours is applicable. It should not be
What?
this for Mamoon was not applicable because this is for Mamoon.
Okay, should I delete it then?
No, no.
Is that
It's okay now, it's okay. For Mamoon, update the potential income. Let me check. This is for Mamoon. Let me
okay?
check what I put it on. This should be okay because we don't
Okay.
online 12. I think it should be okay. That was the previous one. That
Okay.
should be okay. No, no, which one am I even reviewing? Let me see.
That one
Review,
because that one is co-op 10.
review previous expectation. You have done that, yes. Then collapse zero should be a yes. Then now remaining the official good. Then now legal agreement. Have you signed vote on legal agreement?
Are we signing twice?
This is the different one for this one. Have you signed it?
No, I've not though.
So
Where can I get it?
so let me see. I think during our note, I don't know where I can get. I don't know whether we put this legal agreement on. I don't know when did I
Brilliant.
when my budget was approved. Uh, have you seen something like proposal or legal agreement on proposal channel? Should be somewhere there where you need to vote.
Maybe I will check it out.
Okay, we need to check out that proposal.
Okay.
I was not checking out the Mamun that because he's not applied to do that for us. You are on the same with me, so we need to check on that
I'll
proposal.
check.
Proposal. Proposal.
Oh,
I think I go. Let me go to proposal channel.
okay.
Maybe it was the proposal. Proposal for budget.
Okay, I think I see it in FQN. Legal agreement.
Good. Copy it.
Is it 5 times setup or stuff? Let me
Copy
even
that.
check.
Copy you put there so that
Let me
you.
let me paste it so that you help me and check if it is the right one.
Okay.
See, I'm pasting it on line 11.
Or let me see if it is the first. Mm. Under our note.
Yes, line 5.
Okay. Ah, I don't see anything, Sandra.
Line 5. Eh? You didn't see it?
Yeah, I
Is
don't know.
is
Internet problem or what?
wait. It's line 11. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry.
It's
Line
okay.
11.
Even you can do a status.
Line 11. You still can't find it?
Oh, legal lag. No, this is not the one. This we did this for us long time ago. You know, during the budget, it was during the main budget. Jay was
Okay.
reviewing what every team need to do. He can even